Alright, fam. This is
Such a nerd.
this is episode 2 of our retirement trip update. And we'll be going over Eastern Kentucky. When we left, where did we leave?
Hocking Hills.
Hocking Hills. When we left Hocking Hills State Park, we traveled south, and we ended up at
in the middle of nowhere.
In the middle of nowhere. We ended up at the Falls Campground in
Louisa, Kentucky.
Louisa, Kentucky. Now, you probably have never heard of Louisa, Kentucky. And there's a good reason for that, because there's nothing there.
Even the people that live there will tell you there's absolutely nothing there.
Nothing there. Except narrow, hilly roads. Someone needs to let Kentucky know that roads need to be a little bit wider.
Enough for 2 cars.
Enough for 2 cars.
We could barely fit 1 car.
Yeah. Yeah, it was interesting. So I'll put up a little map to show you how we got from Hocking Hills down to Louisa Falls Campground. Now, the campground itself is alright. It was a mom and pop campground. There's a little waterfall there.
That's pretty.
It was nice. The town is, well, there's not really a town.
The only thing there's is a Dollar General.
There's a Dollar General.
That's it.
So that's it. But it gave us a chance to kind of get caught up on things, maintenance things. We did find something to do an hour away called Carter Caves.
Yeah, we stopped at the park and said, what can we
Oh,
do?
there's a state park that's not too far.
He says, there's nothing. Do you realize you're in Louisa?
Yeah.
So there's nothing here. So we went an hour away and found another park.
Yeah, Carter Cave State Park, which is okay. We went in a cave. I'll show you some pictures of that. It was all right. It was a cave. And then we went on
like a 1 mile hike.
Oh yeah, 1 mile hike.
Not far. We were in the cave a mile, and then we came out, went on a mile hike.
Right. And it was kind of similar. Nah, it really wasn't similar to Hocking Hills.
No.
It was neat. Cool rocks. We've seen a lot of rocks so far.
Yeah, which makes you happy.
Which makes me really happy.
Stop for lunch at the lodge.
Yeah, there's a lodge there in the state park. They actually have rooms that you can stay in, and then there's a small restaurant there. We had lunch there. And then we went on a more aggressive
4 mile
hike to, it was called 3 Bridges.
Yeah, 3 bridges.
Hike. And
again, we're the only ones hiking. There's no.
yeah,
Must be people are actually working.
Yeah, well, I hope so. So what this hike is for is there's like natural bridges made out of rock. And it's a 4 mile hike, and it was okay.
Yeah. We're just hiking through the woods, basically.
Yeah. And there's some natural bridges made out of stone, like I said. I'll throw a couple pictures up that I got from that.
So that was
pretty much it.
We were there 3 days, and that was more than enough time.
Yeah, 3 nights. Again, laundry day.
They don't care about that.
You don't care about laundry?
No.
Yeah, they care about laundry.
No. Packed up and headed out. From Louisa to Salvisa.
Yeah, so again, not a lot happening in Falls Campground.
Except a barking dog. Worse than Maz's dogs.
Oh.
All night long.
We're having trauma.
Yeah. All night barking.
But I slept pretty good.
Not me. Okay, so we had to get out of there, and we headed
Right.
to Cummins Ferry in Salvisa.
Cummins Ferry RV and Campground. In Salvisa or Salvisa?
Salvisa.
Depends who you talk to. Now that was a nice campground.
On the Kentucky River.
Right on the Kentucky River. Really nice.
I called it the Green River because it was green, but it was a pretty green. And it was very pretty.
Yeah, but rivers aren't supposed to be green.
I know, but it was very pretty.
Yeah, the rocks were.
Cliffs.
Yeah. If I don't put up a video now, I'll put it up at the end of the video, or end of this video. Give you an idea of what it looked like. I already put up a video of the campground, a bike tour, my famous bicycle tour of the campground. It was a nice campground, nice sites. They're in there. It's kind of tight, and but
it was very quiet there, very clean.
Quiet.
And we have a beautiful camper, but our camper was probably one of the smallest ones. In this campground, there's a lot of money in this campground.
Yeah,
a lot of people with big rigs.
Yeah, I felt small.
Yeah.
So
we
it was
went.
nice.
Let's see, what did we do? We went kayaking the first day there.
Mm-hmm.
A couple hours, and then we had to make sure we got back in time for the Bills game. And we watched the Bills game with intermittent cell service or Wi-Fi, so sometimes it would kind of go fuzzy, but then we'd catch it.
Yeah, if I didn't mention this before, so what we have to do is there's a Facebook page that broadcasts the game, so we have to get on the Wi-Fi and watch it on the laptop. And sometimes it works.
Yeah, it was better than not seeing it at all.
It's better than not seeing it all. So,
because it was a good game.
That's right. I'm a little bit happier this week.
Thank God.
But today, as we're filming this, today is Saturday, and tomorrow they play Washington. It's not the Redskins anymore. Heaven forbid if we call them the Redskins. They're called the what?
I don't know.
Commanders.
Okay.
So anyway, that's that. So we're happy today. The flag is flying.
You can't see it.
I know, you can't see it, but trust me, the flag is flying. Anyway, back to the campground. The Wi-Fi was spotty. Cell service is almost non-existent. I know you guys don't care, but...
So the next day, after the Bills game on Monday, we had a long day that day. We got up early, and we drove to Mammoth Cave National Park. And we had signed up for an underground cave tour. It was a dry cave, so there weren't stalactites and stalagmites. It was all just a dry cave underground for a little over a mile, guided tour, and came out of that, and then we went a little further and crossed a time zone and went to the Corvette Museum. Want to tell them about the Corvette Museum?
Well, back up, the Mammoth Caves, it's huge. That's one of the reasons why they call it Mammoth Caves. I don't have all the statistics, but it's like they have isn't it like 460 miles of mapped caves
that have been explored.
And it's just...
And it's growing.
Right, and there's this group that...
discovering more.
That, explores it, and then they add more every year. It's just crazy. And it's more of that limestone...
More rocks.
More limestone rocks.
Lots of rocks.
And then covered with sandstone, and the water just erodes the limestone, and it creates caves, and it's pretty cool. I don't know. Sometimes people say you've seen one cave, you've seen them all, but
they're all different.
They're all different. And this, so it's a dry cave. There's no water in the cave. There used to be water in the cave. That's how it was created.
Millions of years ago?
Yeah. And so that was neat. That's a pretty cool national park.
Yeah.
So then, that's right. So
it was almost 2 hours away from our campground, so we had to pack a lot in. Because when we booked this, we didn't know how far away we would be driving and going places, and so we were 2 hours away from Mammoth Cave, and then it was about 2 hours away from the Corvette Museum too. So we were in the neighborhood, so we had to go to the Corvette Museum.
Yeah. So the Corvette Museum is down in Bowling Green, which I don't know, it's like 20 minutes from Mammoth Cave, so just a short drive. So we had to go check that out, and that was cool. That was really cool.
We had lunch there. It was really good.
Yeah, we had lunch there.
the Stingray Cafe.
Yeah, at the Stingray.
Or Stingray Grill.
Yeah.
Stingray Grill.
And so you could do a plant tour, which I wanted to do it, but it's like $50 a person, and
To watch a C8 being made.
yeah, just watch.
We don't really like C8s, we like C5s.
They're all great. So we did they just have a museum tour, and they charge like 15 or 16 bucks a person to do the museum tour, and that was pretty cool. It gave you a history of obviously of how the Corvette came to be, and all the different models and the prototypes and cars that were designed but never came to fruition.
And it showed a video, plus there's still remnants of the sinkhole that took place in 2014.
Right. I didn't know that. I didn't know anything about that.
I did.
Well, you're good.
I know my Corvette stuff.
You do.
Yep.
So in the museum, and they have actual security footage of this. The actual part of the display area, the floor,
A big section.
there's a sinkhole under it, and it caved in, and they lost like 5 or 6 Corvettes.
I think like 14, but a lot. There's a lot in there.
So as far as, I think they only pulled 1 or 2 out. I know they pulled the one out. It was the C4 model. It was the millionth C4 that they ever built. They pulled that out and restored it. That's on display, but I guess the rest are still down in there.
You can peek down in the hole still,
Yeah,
but you don't really see much.
They have a round glass hole,
Left open.
left open, and you just see rock. It's lit up, but you see rock. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I learned a lot there.
And then you bought a raffle ticket.
Oh, so
we're gonna win a new one.
I'm gonna win a new one.
Now we're gonna sell it to one of you lucky viewers. So like, comment, and subscribe,
There
and
you
you'll
go.
have your chance to win a new C8.
That's right. So everyone who likes, comments, and subscribes to this channel, their name will be put into a drawing.
To win the C8 that we win.
To win the
Yeah, see, that's good thought.
Yeah, I like that. That was spur of the moment.
Yeah,
I like
it's a write-off. We're always looking for write-offs.
That's true.
Okay.
All right, so that was cool. Like that, and then we drove all the way back to the campground.
Stopped at the liquor store though, because I found a new kind of wine I like, made in Paducah, Kentucky. It's called Purple Toad. Very good. Now, if you know me, that's kind of ironic because purple toads really aren't my cup of tea, but the wine is excellent.
So Lori was happy.
Mm-hmm. Then the next day,
you went paddleboarding.
yeah, that was beautiful.
Yeah. Paddleboarding on the Kentucky River. I flew the drone around a little bit. Got some good video footage. I'm sure I'll put that up.
And I paddleboarded over to the waterfalls and went under the waterfalls. It was so cold.
Yeah, that was neat.
Yeah.
It was a really cool area.
I sat and read by the river too because it's beautiful there. Beautiful.
Yeah. And then a friend from back home invited us to his house. He lives about an hour away.
Haven't seen him since high school.
Nope. Rick Piscatelli. If you're watching this, thank you. And your wonderful wife, Katie.
Had us over for dinner to the horse farm. Got to see their horses and learn about horses, and
Yeah.
that was fun.
Yeah, that was cool. I learned more about horses in a day than I have, I think, all my entire life.
But of course we would have to go visit a horse farm because really, if you live in Kentucky, you own horses.
Yeah.
Because everybody has a horse farm. They're all over the place.
Yeah.
Beautiful area.
Yeah, that was kind of neat. So, yeah. And that was kind of it, right?
Yeah.
The next day we got up and headed out.
Headed toward Pigeon Forge.
Yep.
So to be continued.
Yeah.
We'll fill you in on, oh my gosh, the adventures we've had here.
Yeah, we got some cool videos.
Wow.
Yeah, that's for the next video, so I don't want to go down that. But that's where we're at currently filming this, is in Pigeon Forge. So we've had a fun couple days. We still have today to do things.
Yep, and then we're heading out.
We're heading out. So,
watch through the entire video, and we'll put some more video at the end of this.
yeah, now, we've had a couple questions. A couple people have asked me if we've forgotten anything.
Oh, before
for
we
our
started
trip.
full
Yeah,
time. I didn't forget anything because I made list after list after list, and I checked it twice. How many lists did you make? Okay.
But what did I forget? The only thing I forgot that I know of,
Well, that we can tell.
is a lens adapter for my camera.
And dress shoes. And what else?
They're not, dress shoes aren't needed.
No, you always say, "Oh, just go buy the stuff." Well, you must have more money than I do.
I think that's the only thing that we know that we've forgotten.
Yeah.
Is the adapter for my camera. So I can only use one lens, which is what I'm using right now. But it works for now.
Okay.
Other than that, everything's going great. Knock on wood. No issues with the fifth wheel. No issues with the truck. Towing's been pretty good. We haven't had,
Everything's been
towing's
really
been good. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's going good.
Highly recommend it if you can travel.
So kids, when you get older and have kids of your own,
Do this.
do this one way or the other. Obviously you don't have to do it full time, but you need to go out and explore.
It's a lot to see.
There's a lot of country out there,
A lot of rocks.
a lot of rocks, and I'm bound and determined to find every one of them.
Teach me all about them.
Yeah, I give lessons. I give geology lessons to Lori, and she remembers them. So I give her
Smart like that.
I give her like quizzes as we're walking down the path. I go, all right, Lori.
Sandstone, limestone,
Yeah,
conglomerate.
How did this form? How do you think this formed? It's fun. Making memories. All right.
All right. Till
Is that
next
it?
time. Like, comment.
So like, comment, and subscribe. There's only been
We haven't.
we had one
Are
comment.
we making any money doing this?
We're not making any
Darn
money.
it.
And again, this is for the kids. This is for the family. This is for the kids. This is for anyone.
Friends that are bored that'll watch.
This is for anyone else who doesn't have anything better to do. So we only have one comment so far. Thank you, Brandon. We've got a couple likes. I think Brandon subscribed.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so
Money's going to start coming in.
thanks, Brandon. Appreciate that. All right, so if I didn't catch any other pictures or videos, I'll put them in right now. I think I did. I think I'm getting the hang of this iMovie thing.
Yep.
Yep. Am I doing all right?
Yep.
All right, we got to go. We got stuff to do.
We're going to go. Oh, we can't tell
You
them.
can't tell
Till the
them?
next video.
Yeah, you'll see in
Surprise!
episode 3. So, tune in for episode 3. Hopefully in another week. Well, about a week and a half. Okay? And then we'll put little segments on Facebook or
Yeah.
sneak peeks. All right, that's all we got. See you next time, fam and friends. Peace out.
It's so cold.